I've woken up to quite a frosty Friday morning. I have some hot chocolate to warm me up. I have 2 lectures starting at 11 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock now. I'm up really early today. Like, for lectures, I'm proud of myself. Today I want to firstly get a haircut because this is too long. Then I have supervision work due in at 4 PM, so I need to do that. I'll go to lectures in between, and tonight is 3rd year dinner. Every year the whole year group has a big dinner. This is the final one. It costs £29, so I have high expectations compared to a normal formal, so that should be really fun. I've never had a haircut in Cambridge before. Hopefully this turns out alright. There's this place here which is just outside of Queen's, but it's a bit expensive. Because just around the corner there's this place that does it £5 cheaper. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. What do we think? It looked reasonable in the mirror. I've now got an hour to get to the lab for lectures, which is plenty of time. He did it in like 20 minutes, and it's the cheapest place in Cambridge, so I guess I can't complain. It's okay, actually. Better than it was anyway. Okay, today I have to hand in my progress report for my project, which I wrote yesterday. Basically says I'm behind, but I can catch up with an optimistic schedule of how I'm going to do that. So I need to take that, and then I need to take my laptop so I can do supervision work. This fence has signs around it saying danger, deep excavation. It's about 10 centimetres where they've taken the top layer of gravel off. It's also horrendously muddy.
I'm Richard Clayton. I work in the security group here.
Supervision work is done with 5 minutes to spare. All typed in latex so it looks pretty as well.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream. And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the Riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing this.
Dinner actually starts in 2 minutes, so I need to quickly get changed and go down to Old Hall, which is where drinks are before we actually go and eat. So the dress code is black tie, which I still don't own, so I'm just, as usual, wearing my normal suit, and I'm going to borrow a bow tie from somebody. This kind of passes off as black tie. Literally salmon.
Oh, it's kitty cured though, that's extra special.
But still, it's salmon. Oh God. We have bubbles again like last year.
At least it's bubbles.
I still don't have any food. Everybody else does. They've forgotten about me. Main course, trio of lamb. Not very big. And finally, sticky toffee pudding, which actually looks quite nice for dessert. We've only been given 2 glasses of wine and then some dessert wine so far, which is nowhere near a bottle, so nobody is drunk. Final full year dinner is over. 1st year, 2nd year and 3rd year dinner's done. Since we hardly got any alcohol at 3rd year dinner last night, I then went and drank loads more afterwards. I didn't think I drank that much, but apparently I did because I feel a bit hungover today. It is 11 o'clock, I'm going to go for brunch. Supervisions usually happen on weekdays, and if you're lucky they'll happen at nice times. But sometimes they happen early in the morning or late at night, or on Sundays like today. This supervision on optimising compilers is happening in Queen's Bar, although I must admit, this is a very unusual venue. My room is still ridiculously cold, just all of the time. I slept in all of my clothes last night. And of course I already complained about it, and they came to look at my radiator and said it was fine. And it was my fault for having some tins of soup on that shelf, like under there. That's obviously not the problem. So I've ordered a fan heater, which will get here on Tuesday. We have to pay for electricity and we pay for how much we use. Last term I got charged £30, which seems really expensive for just basically having a laptop and a couple of hard drives. Anyway, it's now time for my weekly trip to Spoons for dinner. After lectures today, there is an examples class for a course called Hall Logic. This is one of the many courses this year that the computer lab have not had enough supervisors for. So instead of finding more supervisors, they've just replaced supervisions with a couple of examples classes. But having said this, I am actually having supervisions for Hall Logic as well as the examples classes. Because even though the computer lab can't find supervisors and is refusing to look, your director of studies in college is still able to find you a supervisor if they want to. And our director of studies at Queen's has done just that and found us a supervisor for Hall Logic. So very unfairly, Queen's students get supervisions when the rest of the year do not. I'm not sure why this is allowed to happen, but it does. Everyone's been unlucky with the lab not giving supervisors out. That's how it's meant to work. And then some people get lucky if their director of studies wants to find somebody else instead. Lectures are over. We've got 2 hours to wait for the examples class. We've just ordered pizza from Domino's for lunch. Got the pizza. That examples class was not too bad actually, but mainly because like only 10 people turned up. Obviously still nowhere near as good as a proper supervision, but it could have been worse. Great value for money out of our £9,000 there.
I believe submarines underneath deep blue sea. Saw the flags, Japanese. No one will believe me. Ran back to the town bar and I told the people how I'd seen a submarine and everyone laughed aloud.
I'm walking a different way back because I need to go to Sainsbury's and it's a much more scenic route through the city this way. Finally back from Sainsbury's, unpacked my shopping and my fan heater has arrived, so that will be in the porter's lodge. Let's go and get that. Thank you. Cheers. Okay, this should stop me freezing to death at night, hopefully. This is one of the cheapest ones on Amazon. It's the one with like 600 reviews. It says it's the #1 bestseller. Half the reviews said it set on fire and burnt down their house and killed their family, but hopefully that won't happen to me. The reviews were generally positive. It's only £12 to buy if you want to get one. It smells a bit funny, hopefully that'll go away. Roger just told me to look outside and it's like snowing really heavily. There's snow everywhere, people are even having a snowball fight out there. I had no idea. That'll be nice tomorrow.